So when the ball leaves Braden's hands, did you kind of track it?
Yeah. Before that play, Payne said that look at the time on the clock, and if there's not a lot of time for them to really go down and get a shot off, everybody crash and hopefully get a rebound like that. So I just did my job and made a winning play.
Did you see him kind of stepping into it, and thus it starts kind of playing through in your head what might happen?
Yeah, it looked like he was about to shoot it, so I crashed and just tried to get an angle on my guy and then box him out and hopefully get the rebound, and I did.
The nature of the shot being kind of like a fadeaway like that, did you think that it might be short and that helped you get some position there?
I honestly didn't tell you because I've seen him hit that shot countless amount of times, so I think it was just a matter of hoping he hit it. Obviously, I wanted him to hit it, but it just in case he didn't, and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, so it just happened.
Did it drill you guys work on some way? Practices and things like that? Is it just an instinct that you have to rely on there?
I think it's more just instincts and knowing personnel. Like I said, Braden, he shot that shot and made that shot so many times. So I just crashed the board as hard as I could. And my guy wasn't really paying attention to me, so I just went and tried to get a right spacing, and it just fell to me.
The way he is passing off those shot fakes sometimes, how much was it you too also making yourself available for a pass in case it dump it off, or was it rebound all the way?
Definitely, I think I saw that he was kind of trapped in the corner, and that's also why I kind of crashed and just help him out and also try to use him for the rebound. So it was just a combination of things, and just trying to be as available as possible and just to do my job.
Just the overall energy and effort you played with in this game, is that really brought out your athleticism too?
I think it's just being a basketball player. Like the first play of the game, I went and got that steal. I wanted to see what he was being nonchalant, and the passer was also being nonchalant. So I went and shot the gap and then got the steal. And I think it's just reading my defender. And I think there's a couple times this game where I didn't really. I felt like I didn't do my job as well as I should have. So I think it was just trying to make up for those plays and just keep the energy going on the team, because I think that's where we struggled a lot. So on the defensive end, we were getting shots that they wanted. So just a matter of shutting that down and getting rebounds.
You provided a spark at the start of the game, and it really started the second half too. Is that something that you were in particularly trying to do tonight?
No, it's just playing basketball, letting it come to me. I think I just, Braden, he's going to find me when I'm open. That's I think it's just playing, being patient, waiting for my shots, and taking it when I get the ball.
Over the last few games, it seems like you've just been a little bit more aggressive, putting the ball on the deck and trying to get to the rim. Has that been a conscious effort to try to attack the basket a little bit more?
I think I'm just paying attention to how the defender closes out. I feel like I can shoot it no matter how short or how strong they close out. So I think it's just reading it and then seeing farther than just my defender. I think if they're closing out hard and there's no help side, I think I'm obviously gonna make the play. But I think it's just thinking more as a basketball player, just being more intentional.
You guys were up 17 at one point, down by 7 with just a few minutes left to go. Does somebody say something, or are you guys beyond that point where to keep that composure, it's just sort of happens?
I mean, a lot of the guys that are in rotation have been in situations like that where we've been down, we've been up. So I think it's just a matter of sticking to our game and playing basketball, continuing taking good shots. And we kept getting good shots. It was just they were hitting more than us, and then we weren't really getting stops. So we were going back and forth. But towards the end, we kept getting rebounds, and I think that was the key to the game, the rebounds, and we just locked in on defense.
Wins like this more satisfying when you really have to grind at the end of the game?
I mean, a win is a win. Everybody says that. I think it's just, it definitely does feel good to know that we grinded it out and we, got the job done. But looking back at it, we blew a 17-point lead. We weren't doing our best on defense. So I think it's just make sure we're doing the little things and continue to do our job to make sure that we keep that 17-point lead.
Yesterday was Cam play. It was huge. Just the extra layer you guys have list collectively compared to this team's offensive potency.
Just playing basketball. I think just playing off of what the defense gives. I think me and Cam can. I think everybody on the team can play. And score at multiple levels. We can shoot the three and we can also drive. So I think it's just playing on what the team gives us and making the right basketball plays, whether that's scoring or making plays.
As Cam yesterday, but what are your cues when you sprint the floor? Like, does it need to be a turnover? Do you need to see what Braden's doing, or
I think it just depends on more of like obviously time to score, what the coaches want, or in the situation and where if the defense is back and they have numbers. So I think there's multiple things that go into.
Is that end one you had transition to kind of got overshadowed by the putback? That was
So what?
the end one you had there in the last few minutes from Brady. That was a big play too that got overshadowed by.
Yeah, I mean it's I feel like that was also another winning play. Great pass by Braden. He fouled. After he made the layup and made the free throw. So I think it's just I think that started that also helped into the domino effect of us getting back into the league.
They were taking a lot of threes early and just not hitting. Was there something that changed defensively for you guys in there, or was it just a matter of they started getting on a roll there?
I really think it was just a matter of them getting on a roll. I think we were, honestly, we weren't as sharp. I feel like going into the half, we weren't as sharp on defense as we should have been. So I think it's just, locking in on that.
It's like this more satisfying.
I think so. I really do. And I think every win is its own, adventure and its own journey. But when you play a team like this, they only shot 41.7% from three, but it felt like they were hitting every shot. Just contested threes, we were there and they still kept hitting shots. And so, when you're playing against a really good team, a team that has a lot of threes, and a team that you have to come back from, I think we really grew in this game. We had a lot of guys step up.
You guys don't want to blow a 17-point lead, obviously, and then be down by 7 with a couple minutes left. But what does a team gain from going through this experience? Or maybe what does this team gain from, with this new identity, with this new group, going through an experience like this and coming out ahead?
Just, going through adversity, going through, like you said, you feeling that you had that lead and, you let people down of, giving them a lead again. Just the fact that we were able to, come back from that, I really think it shows our team's character.
Just the substance you guys showed in these last 2 games, just in terms of the rebounding, the effort, the hustle. Is this showing a lot of winning substance here these last couple of days?
Yes, I do. I think, especially Myles, especially Cam, they've done just an incredible job. Caleb just done an incredible job of coming in and hustling and really getting those, extra effort plays. Obviously Myles is, game-winning shot, but just the entire tournament that we had here, they've just done an extremely good job. And I think that slowly starting to become our identity.
How'd that last play unfold from your vantage point? The Myles score.
Yeah. We just drew something up, and they wanted me slipping out of it, so it gives Braden an option to where he has his guy. He's been doing a great job breaking his man down. But if they switch or mess up, I have that little short shot there. He ended up taking the shot, and we went and rebounded. And so he just great job, just doing his job, crashing.
Defensively in the second half to kind of gun things up a little bit more. It seemed like their ball pressure was a little bit better on the perimeter.
You're talking about their defense?
Their defense.
Yeah, they started switching a lot more and then denying the ball in the post, trying to, front me as much as possible. So I think they did a better job in the second half trying to deny me the ball. And I think, when they switch as much as that, and then you kind of have to have guys that are going to break their own man down. Luckily we have Braden, we have some other guys who can do that.
What did the way Myles played at the start of the halves end up meaning in this game? You guys got out that 8-0 lead, and a lot of it was stuff he was doing to spark things, and also starting the second half, he had some passes.
Just, everything. He's just done a great job of setting the tone. Even from the jump ball where he gets a steal and goes and gets it done. He's just done an excellent job of knowing his role and then competing at the highest level.
Is that maturation? He came in really young.
Yeah, I think so. And just, knowing what's asked of him and then just excelling at it.
What did this week do for you in terms of just your performance and just how much you had to produce and had to handle from the defensive perspective? In terms of people throwing a lot at you.
Yeah. Obviously, I played a little bit more 5 because of the lineup change. So I'm just working in different coverages and still trying to figure out what coach wants me to do, but also just getting used to that position. I haven't been in that position. Normally I'm the bump guy. I'm the guy guarding the 4. So it's just different for me. I think take some time to get used to, but I think I've grown into it well.
There's also a lot of responsibility on using you kind of the way that you act. terms of volume, importance of the offense.
Yeah.
Has that been a burden on you at all? Or
No,
pretty natural.
no. I think playing, just being out there and playing as many minutes. I was telling coach and some of the guys earlier, like a couple games ago, I was so tired. I just felt like a freshman almost. Like it just, my body was breaking down. But I think my body's starting to adjust to playing this amount. Touches, no touches, I don't think that matters as much. It's just the amount of minutes that we're playing and competing.
When they made their run, it seemed like their pick and roll was hurting you guys quite a bit, and then it looked like you guys went to switch and everything up top, and you were getting kind of on a 5'10", quick, shifty guard there. Just what different challenges does that present for you? And you looked comfortable out there. You feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah. I mean, I think he scored once, step back three. Tough shot. He's a really good player. But I think we didn't want to do that as much because then, they have our rebounding responsibilities. You get another, 5 that's coming in to rebound versus the guard, which is tough. But yeah, it just started working. We just, we switched it and we were going to live with that and just try to do a great job. Myles had to do a great job of, hitting the guy and us trying to get the rebound. So it ended up working for us.
I didn't even see him. I'm glad he got it.
So when did Myles come into view? What do you mean? When you put the shot up, when did Myles kind of flash in your vision and you realize what was happening?
I didn't see him until the shot was short, and he grabbed it and put it up. That's really the only time I saw him. I just saw my shot. I work on that shot, so they told me to go make a play, and I made a play and missed it, and Myles did his job and crashed, and he was there and was able to get the putback.
You guys called the timeout to set that up. Was there something you saw that you wanted to set up specifically there?
No, Pink just said we're going to slip out of that screen, and I got that whole side to myself, go make a play. So went over there and missed a shot, and our teammate was there to get the rebound.
Myles obviously seems like defensively just a lot better this year and bringing a lot more energy and intangibles on the court beyond just the shooting. Is that something you guys saw over the summer, a mind shift in terms of what he was bringing?
For sure. I mean, it's tough for everybody to figure out their role on a really good team, and he's starting to figure that out, understanding like if he can be a 3-and-D guy. And I mean, he showed it tonight. I mean, he's getting steals, dunking it, he's hitting threes, he's playing his butt off, rebounding. So I mean, he's doing his job, and it's tough for everybody to understand that and figure out what their role is. And Cam as well, him and Cam both have done a great job and have done a good job so far this year, and hopefully they keep it going.
Speaking of those two, just what they did to you in transition in these last 2 games, how much does their athleticism matter to you as a point guard when you're running the floor?
Yeah, it's nice just to be able to throw it up there to them. So if that's there, or if they spread out, then people are going to have to either go with them, or if they're going to shoot wide open three, and they can shoot the three because they both shoot it at a 40% clip. So having shooters that are also athletic like that is definitely a huge advantage for us.
Wins like this more satisfying when you're down 7 with 5 minutes to go and you have to get your legs back under you and really fight?
I mean, for sure. I mean, it's a win is a win at the end of the day, and obviously this group has been through all the ups and downs. So we've been down worse and came back. We've been down and got our butts whooped. So I mean, we've fought through everything. I think we all kept our head in a positive space, and I thought we did a good job handling it and came back and pulled out the win.
You guys are 17 in the first half before it comes all the way back and becomes a 7-point lead for them. A lot of that was shots that they were missing early. All of a sudden, just start. I think they made 9 of 11 from 3 in one stretch or something like that. But did you feel like there were letdowns there that was leading to that defensively for you guys? Was it just a matter of kind of the averages working out that they start making shots that they were missing?
Yeah, no, I think they did a good job. I mean, they're all shooters. I mean, Pink said before, like, I think there was a stat, like 9 of their players have scored over 28 points. So they're all scorers, and they're all great players. So that's just, I mean, most of them were contested shots, and they hit shots. And I thought on our end, I thought we had wide open shots, we just didn't make them. And I felt like it flipped. That's just what happens. It's part of basketball, and it's a game of runs. So we did a good job responding and pulling out the win.
So what you got this weekend from Trey in terms of kind of being that guy, you kind of used him. You leaned on him a lot this week, like you did Zach last year, which is he's doing everything you want. It looks like.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's just so like, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can hit him on a short roll. He's gonna either go and shoot a shot, or he's gonna find a 3-point shooter, or he's gonna drive the rim and get a layup, or you can throw it to him because he's a great back to the basket player. I mean, he can post up, score on whoever. I mean, you guys have seen it, so you understand what he can do. And when you have a guy like that, you just give him the ball and let him make plays, and we'll just go from there.
He's hit you in the corner a couple times for catch and shoot threes. Is that a thing you guys talk about, or is it just reactive for him?
I'm glad I just got to catch and shoot shot. Golly, I mean, amount of times I haven't got one of those, and he's such a good passer. So like, he understands where I'll be, and I talk to him. I tell him he knows he's done a great job this summer passing. think his first 2 years he was a terrible passer. Just wants it going in and it's not coming out. So he's worked his butt off this summer and understanding passing the ball, and when he's one-on-one score, if he's not, find us. And we got all 40% three-point shooters out there, so it's tough for
At Ole Miss.
Yeah, exactly.
You had that stretch in the first half. They get 3 straight threes.
Yep.
You had 9 straight points on
Yep.
threes for you guys. How good did that feel after maybe a few games where shots just weren't falling?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. I mean, I felt like in all my warm-ups, I mean, this whole year I've been making shots, and some games I haven't been falling. So just to see a couple of those shots fall definitely helps and benefited us a little bit, gave me a little bit of a confidence boost.
Did Ole Miss do anything differently defensively that kind of transitioned you from, hunting your shot in that first half to more of a facilitator early in the second half?
Yeah, I think they put Trey Davis on TK, so it was just a little bit more of an athletic defender. They did a good job of switching. And when they put 2 on the ball, or whatever the case may be, and trapping, my job is to get it out of my hands. And we did that.
Good luck, man.
Appreciate you, Coach. You too. When I do that, I did my job. And that's either finding shooters or hit him on the short roll for him to make a play.
Just as a guy who's wired naturally to be a competitor, how satisfying is it to see what Cam and Myles are doing collectively in terms of being the guys who were dunkers last year, in a lot of people's eyes, to being really substantive, high energy, high effort, high substance guys?
Yeah, I love it. I'm glad they're finally playing like that. I feel like they should have been doing that since they got here. And that's the expectation we have for them, and that's the expectation that I have for them. I mean, I know what they're capable of. I understand what they can do. And when they haven't been doing it, we hold them accountable. And the same for me. If I don't do my job, they hold me accountable. And I think that's what's so good about our team.
I was going to ask you that too. Have you had to get on their ass a little bit the last 2 years about that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, just
Go
tell
rebound,
them,
go guard.
tell them to go guard somebody, grab the ball, and shoot your open shots. I felt like Cam, he just went through a little bit of a slump earlier this year, and his shots weren't falling. I was like, let's go get in the gym, let's go. Shoot the ball. Like I told him, I said, don't even think or hesitate about it. Shoot it. I said, you're a 40% shooter, 3-point shooter. Shoot the ball.